Well, Lewiston once made bricks, textiles, even shoes that sold across the country. A museum in town celebrates that heritage and reminds visitors that Lewiston still makes things.
This is called the Museum of Innovation, Learning and Labor, or MIL, and it just wrapped up a $15 million move. David Guilford got to check out how the new space shows visitors the city's past, present, and future.
So this is the entrance to the permanent collection. What we have here is our permanent collection envisioned into 4 themes. The first is community, the second's labor, the third's innovation, and the fourth is Maine today and how we care for our community. As the mills were closing, a group of community members saved what was left, knowing that it should be preserved and turned into a museum.
I think when a lot of Mainers drive through Lewiston and see these massive looming buildings, it harkens to a time that maybe even they weren't alive for. How are you able to thread that needle to get people to look to the future while being in this space?
A lot of what we do is connecting the history to the present moment in the hopes of inspiring that future moment. This is really zeros and ones and early computer processing before computers exist. So this is what the IBM computer looks towards in creating its first computer, is the Jacquard carding process. That is a huge part of what's important to us here in telling this history, is connecting that history to the present. So explaining that this is directly connected to the smartphones that are in all of our pockets. What we'll offer here is this permanent collection space, but also a rotating exhibit space that'll change 3 times a year. Our exhibits upstairs usually focus on a theme or an individual artist or an individual topic that is somehow connected to Maine Mill's history, its collection, or its mission or vision.
In our conversations over the years, I know it has been important to you and to a lot of your volunteers to also preserve artifacts from the shooting in Lewiston. Why is that important to this space?
So this museum has always been about community history and preserving that community history, and unfortunately October 25th, 2023 is an important part of Lewiston's history, and so we felt it was our responsibility to collect and preserve the objects and the memories and the stories related to those incidences and then reflect them back to the community. And so we have collected objects, preserved them, photographed them, archived them, created a memorial space here. We work with artists on a yearly basis to interpret that and reflect that back to the community. And we continue to take oral histories related to October 25th as well.
This is part of a neighborhood that is transforming.
Yep.
How do you envision, if not this city, then this area as you look to the future?
We want to be, we hope we will be, a real community and cultural anchor for this area and for the city as a whole. I just hope that people are really proud of this place. This is their museum. It's always been their story, and I hope they will own it as their own home now. Those of us that have worked on it are really proud of it, and so I hope it is for the community. You know, it was really built by the community and it is for the community, and that's what drives us every day.